Hey everybody, it's Sarah Saxby, your transformation coach at strategiesforhappiness.com, author of Comfortable Hell and your guide to a new way forward. And today I feel like I am being inspired to kind of talk about how we compare ourselves to other people, how we look at other people and we think that they should be doing something because we think they should be doing it. I don't know, a lot of thoughts in my head, and that's kind of the basis of where I'm going with this vlog, this episode. And because I think we really, it's a value for me. It's very important, and it probably wasn't years ago, but it is now as things are changing, as times are changing. I mean, I don't know if y'all realize, but shit's really crazy right now. And it's not like it's going to go back to the way it was in 1995. We're never going back. The way we are operating, or the way the world is going this way because things have to change. If you noticed, a lot of things are being exposed. A lot of people are coming forward and finally able to talk about things that happened to them a long time ago. There's a light being shined in every corner right now. You can't hide. But I also feel that we have been sort of, what's the word? Been fooled, manipulated or conditioned to believe that we have a cookie cutter existence, right? I think I might have talked about this or written about it before, but, you should, you go to the public school system, right? Let's talk about cookie cutter. Public school system. Every kid that goes to a public school is supposed to be able to sit down for, who knows how long, listen, and it's all up to the teachers too. You have some really good ones and you have some really bad ones, but everyone is designed to take the same test and pass. What if you're not good at taking tests? Like I have a daughter who got A's, for most of her life, and then got a shitty teacher for social studies. And, she was learning about Egyptian pyramids for probably the 7th year of her life, right? And had to take tests on it. And she had had zero interest. So does that mean that she's stupid? Because she can't retain information that she's reading in a textbook that she's literally read, the same shit over and over again. But that's sort of how kids are measured. And it's not unlike that with just everyday things, right? So we're also conditioned to believe, this, you go to school, you get A's, you go to college, or you get a trade, and then you work 9 hours a day, and you buy a house, and you get married, and you sleep in the same bed, and you, as your partner, and you get a dog, and you have kids, and and I know I've talked about this before too, but why is that normal? Why is that what everyone is supposed to be accomplishing? That's everyone's goal. Because I can tell you, most people are achieving that these days. It's like back in the 80s and 90s, if you had, or let's go back to the 80s, right? Like you had a pair of Nikes. It's like, you're like, whoa, that's freaking cool. Like, how'd you get those? And you must be rich or whatever. Now it's like anybody can get things these days. It's, and we're pushed to borrow money and all this other shit. That's a whole nother freaking episode. But it's, and these monetary things, these physical things that we're buying are, we're not finding that ultimate fulfillment like we used to. Now it's like, it's empty. But we're still made to believe that like all of these things are success. And I couldn't stress more than ever that we need to appreciate not only our preferences, but the preferences of other people, because it's all different. And how we see ourselves is different. And thank God everyone's able to start. It's more acceptable to express yourself these days than it's ever been. And although, and I'm not even gonna, I still have struggle. I still struggle. I can't even talk today. I struggle being who I truly am because I was raised in an environment where you don't do that, where it might upset somebody and cause an absolute explosion. And that could be really harmful to me. So it's like, just, I'll be whoever you want me to be, and then you'll love me and you won't get upset and whatever. But I feel as though we still like to push our preferences onto other people. And if they don't do what society wants or what you think is best, then they're failing or they're wrong or you're never going to make it. And it's so stupid. I was having a conversation with a good friend last night, and we were talking about how literally everything in this world right now is people running from one explosion to the next. Like, it's one catastrophe, right? You're running here, you're running there, and then it's like this blows up and this blows up and this blows up, and then you go to bed and then you wake up and this blows up and this blows up and this blows up. It's like, it's non-fucking stop. And what we were kind of saying, we were talking about, I don't know if we were talking about another person that we know, how it's just all of these explosions going off, even ourselves we're talking about. And she had said something like, go get yourself some me time, about this other person. And I said, well, wait a minute. What if this person that we're talking about that's going from one explosion to the next doesn't want me time? And it's hard to believe because everyone's like, oh, I would love to have just like 2 hours to myself. Okay, well, is that what you really want? Because I know that for me and most of my kids' lives, I have been a 50-50 parent. So my life as a mom has been 50% of the time. So I have had my kids 50%, and then I've had alone time 50%. So is that for everyone? Some people look at me, some moms go, oh my God, what is that even like? Well, I don't know. Is that what you would want? Or are you happy with the way things are? There's such a level of getting in touch with what you truly, truly believe and feel is best for you. And as human beings being raised in the United States and being conditioned in the way that we have, it's like this whole outside thing where we're supposed to do what society says. It doesn't matter what you really want. It doesn't matter what truly brings you happiness, because you need to be doing what society tells you to do, right? So we put all of our needs, our desires, our heart's desires, we just throw them away. And I'll talk to women and they'll be like, it doesn't really matter. It's just not meant to be. Like, okay, maybe, okay, you can put it on the back burner, but I'm telling you, hear me tell you, that the universe is no longer letting us back burner anything anymore. Because remember when I said the light is being shined in every corner and everything's being exposed. So not only is corruption being exposed, but also individual corruption. Where is your corruption? Where are you corrupt? Where are you lying? Where are you being something you're not? And I can tell you that my entire life has been being something I'm not, because I'm so afraid of losing people. I'm so afraid of being looked at as bitch or, not liked or not loved. But that's internal corruption. All corruption is being exposed right now. All of it. And I know everyone can feel it. And we're all still trying to cover it. Like, don't look. I'm okay. I'm just going to keep battling every day. I'm going to get my boots on, the heavy gear, and I'm going to keep going through every fucking day. Every day. Where it's just, a bomb, a bomb. I mean, people are sick. People are dying. People are depressed. And we just keep our shields on. We're like, it's okay. What the fuck are we doing? I mean, first of all, let people do what the fuck they want to do and stay out of their business because you got enough shit of your own to take care of, for starters. I mean, as long as people aren't hurting anyone. You know, like how people get all upset about people who want to identify as, you know, a chair or some shit. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? If they feel good when they do it, who cares? Why does that bother you? And why do you think you know better than anyone else as to what's right? Nothing is seriously right across the board. You only have your own right and your own truth. And we have literally been covering it up for years and years and years and years. The light is being shined not only in the corners of the world, but in the corners of you as well. And you can't hide anymore. And everyone, we're trying so many things, like the drinks don't work anymore. The posting, you know, all kinds of pictures on social media don't work anymore, right? The vacations, they don't work anymore. Like I see people like, it's like, oh, the countdown for my vacation. And then vacations like this. Literally, you have been waiting to check those bags of depression and sadness and anxiety, right? You check those bags at the airport you're leaving from, and you want to keep all that shit here. You go and you just have a wonderful time, whatever. It's a blink of an eye because you come back and those fucking bags are here. And now you're even taking that shit on vacation too because you can't take the pain away. The pain doesn't go away. I don't care how many pina coladas you have. You have to go to sleep with yourself at night. You still do. And we're not able to run and hide anymore. And I know every single person is feeling this. It's like all of our shit that we would put on the inside and store on the inside and hide as to not upset anyone or to not upset whatever the fuck is going on the outside so it appears to be great. All of this stuff is like seeping out and we're wearing it on the outside. We might be less aware of our own and more aware of other people, right? Other people's shit that you're going, oh my God, like more so than ever can we notice the shit for other people, right? And there is no other way to know about your shit than to look at the shit of other people. Because I'm telling you, if you can see someone else's, you can see your own. So where does it come up? Where does it come up? This is an absolute amazing time to be alive. We would not be here today in this life during this absolute shit bomb of a time. We would not be existing right now if we weren't able to handle it. Okay? And if we weren't meant to be a part of this huge turning of the Titanic that is happening in this world right now. That is exactly what's happening. It's not going to happen overnight. We're not all of a sudden going to have this wonderful, you know, school system where every kid is, you know, pushed to just live their own truth and study what inspires them. You know, no, we're not. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not. So right now we got to deal with the shit cards, you know, and I'm just using the school system as an example, but we're here for a reason. We're here because we can handle this. We can be part of that Titanic turning. We can make the changes. But I'm telling you, one way to start is to let people freaking be who they want to be, because people are finally starting to say, fuck, I can't live like this anymore. I can't live, you know, where I feel like dressing a certain way. I've always wanted to, but I'm so afraid for people, you know, fuck it. Do what makes you feel good and stop concerning yourself with what other people think, for starters, because as I tell my kids, when they have to do a presentation at school, raise your hand first, get it out of the way, because first of all, you don't have to stress for the next 2 days about doing it because you're going to get it out of the way. And secondly, no one in that classroom gives a shit about what you're saying because they're so worried about themselves, right? Everyone in this world is so concerned about themselves and how they look. that no one gives a shit about what you're doing. So do what makes you happy. I mean, the more that you shove your dreams under the rug, the more resentment you have every single day towards whoever you feel is keeping you down, when ultimately it's just you. And you're not exposing that internal corruption that's coming out. You're not getting it out. You're not just saying, fuck, I can't do this anymore. But it's coming out. It's coming out. It's going to come out. You can do it willingly, which is with mercy, or you can wait till it just blasts you. And it's coming. And this is why I'm speaking out right now, which is something I probably should have done 20 years ago or whatever, not living my truth. And it's coming out now. And I don't have any more chances to like just live the way that I'm living, because I need more, and I'm able to guide people to more. You know, I didn't have a formal training, but who gives a shit? I was given a gift. Like, we were all given gifts. And, you know, we can't expect everyone to thrive in the same environment. Anyway, good stuff. Leave me some comments. I would love to chat with you all. And you can email me at sarah@strategiesforhappiness.com. Comfortable Hell on YouTube and Facebook and all that other jazz. I would love to hear from you guys, and, you know, sign up for a session with me at Strategies for Happiness. We can have a 15-minute conversation about what our work would look like. It's super amazing. I am really good at what I do. Not going to lie. Your life will change, but, you know, I can help you do it with mercy as opposed to with judgment. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye, guys.